Okay, shalom, shalom, kwam yasha'Allah, koholoimla, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth, and just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here, sincerely keeping the laws and statutes and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan the Waf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And I want to grab a quick little clip from this guy, That Boy Will. Now, I've been checking him out for a while, here and there. He pretty much kind of deals with the same type of content, and you'll see some pretty decent stuff to do lessons on, little stuff like that, here and there. But I was watching, while I was waiting on some videos to upload, a lesson to upload, and here and there I just kind of click in. I'll watch him for a hot sec. So I got about this far in, and and this is for educational purposes only, so I'm gonna play it. Not getting any monetary value off of it. So copyright disclaimer. So let's just check out this portion of the video, right? Check out this this OG right here.
I met this young lady, work at the coffee shop I go to. This morning, she asked me, she said, "Mr. Willie, you seem like a nice man, and you always come in here, and you're very respectful." I said, "Thank you very much." And she says, I wonder if you could help me pay my card note for this month, because I'm behind, and we don't get a lot of tips here at this restaurant. And I said, "Well, you are a young lady, a very nice lady. You always been nice to me." So I told her, I don't mind helping you, helping you out. But in my day, when a young lady wants some help, she got to help me, And she said, "Mr. Willie, what you mean?" I said, "Well, you got to just, come on over and give me some of that tender loving, the tender kind that I like." And she said, "Well, I think my man would have a problem with that." I said, "So your man don't have a problem with you asking me to pay your bills, but he got a problem with me asking you for some pussy?"
And there you have it. I mean, common sense. So if this is really a true story, which I'm kind of thinking it is, she was probably looking at the old man like, what I'm saying? Like, hey, he coming here every day. I done kind of peeped his wallet, what I'm saying? I see he got some little stacks in there, what I'm saying? He pays for it, his coffee, normally leave me a tip. Probably felt like he was a simp. She can run some game on him, you know what I'm saying? But hey, he told her straight up, like, "Hey, all right, well, you want me to pay that car note, you're going to have to, throw a little something at me." So now she's throwing out there that she's got a man, which is crazy as hell. Like, you got a man, y'all got to tough it out. You may have to return the car. You may have to tell the car dealership, "Hey, look, I can't make the payment on time right now. You may have to get you another job, pick up some extra shifts. What's going on with your man?" And so this, you'll see he goes on to say, let's see here.
Don't make no sense, baby.
Listen, your man gonna have a...
Okay, yeah. He's just basically like, it don't make no sense that I would do that for you, and what am I getting out of it? But this is the way that a lot of women try and play men, when they have somewhat of a good look, especially when it comes to older gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just figuring like, he come in here, I can finesse him. I can turn him into a sugar daddy. So brothers, you got to be careful, you know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, this was the scripture that came to mind. I'm going to start here. This is Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, also known as the book of Sirach. I'm going to start at verse 16, but the point is at 21. It says, "I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman." Because it's wicked for a woman to be talking to another man. And usurping authority over a man as well. A lot of these jobs, you have these women that are there, and they're just like, they just in positions of authority when they shouldn't be. They should just be at home, man, with their husbands, But Esau has switched things up, and Esau, the so-called white man, he really has destroyed the world where, hey, everybody in the goddamn house got to get a job. The babies, the toddlers need a job. You know, the one in the 5th grade, he need a job. Grandmama need a job. Granddaddy need a job. Everybody need a job to survive in this man's kingdom, man. But it says, the wickedness of a woman changes her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among her neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. And she might have not even had a man. She's probably just trying to run that game. Like, oh, this nigga asked, no, nigga asked for some pussy. Oh, hell no. Oh, let me change my hope. But now, let's change the dynamics up on this too as well. So say, for instance, it was him. He worked in a coffee shop. Him, looking like he looked, his age, his whole hookup. Young woman, she comes in every day. She's got on a business suit. You know, a little briefcase and shit. You know, she's got her little Apple iPad, whatever. You know, she's got an important job. She walks into a Starbucks every day, get her little $5, $6, $8 drink, her little Frappuccino, whatever the fuck. And this guy, he like, yeah, well, I noticed that you come here every day. You're real nice, Miss Jones. And, you know, but I was wondering if, you know, you can help me pay my car note, you know, help me pay my car note because we don't get a lot of tips in here, you know, and what do you think she's going to be looking at you like? A man wouldn't dare. But then you do got some guys that will put, hey, that's why you got what they call it, drizzle. The drizzle bullshit. But just reverse the roles, though. Just think if this man was behind the counter at a Starbucks or wherever he's at, coffee shop, wherever he's going to get his coffee at, and he sees someone comes in every day, they're a regular customer, and then, you know, because he could have got at, you know, let me see your manager. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the fuck wrong with your employee is asking me for money, trying to extort me, so to speak. So she would have lost that damn job had he been foul on that end. He's just like, well, all right, well, shit, you need how much for the car note? Because, you know, car notes is expensive as hell now. I seen one guy, this motherfucker said he's spending $1,100 a month on a Ram truck. That's just his car note. We ain't talking about his insurance. Gas. God forbid something happened to it. You know what I'm saying? You know, where it's got to go into the shop. So her car note, it didn't say what kind of car she had or whatever. But the point is just think, had he reversed that role. If he was in that role, what do you think women would be talking about on the comment board? This old ass nigga, this nigga crazy. These niggas, what's going on with these? And you would have actually, you had women that would defend this woman. Girl, you do what you got. We gotta do what we gotta do. You girl, you give. You know, he just won them. Don't let that discourage you. You go ahead, you find you another old ass grandpa that's a simp. Our old man was like, you going to give me some of that box. Then you bring up your man. Okay, but it goes on to say, verse 19. All wickedness is but a little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so a man climbing a sandy hill at the beach, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. This is the point right here, verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire not her pleasure. So the old man peeped game, and he didn't stumble at her beauty, because she, you know, generally you see older gentlemen like this right here, you know, they already know that the thrill is gone, so to speak, right? The thrill is out of here. Anything that they getting, any kind of attention that they getting at all, they are, you know, greatly, you know, it's just they just love it because they don't get no attention. You know, when you hit a certain age range, and even amongst these women, they don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't get a lot of compliments. They just kind of just be moseying along. They be doing their thing every day. They just get up and they go about their life. That's why you see a lot of these, I've been seeing a lot of stories as far as like scams and stuff like that, you know, with a lot of older they Edomites though. Mostly the stories that I be seeing, they be Edomites, because they the ones that sitting on that bag. You know what I'm saying? They got that bag. They sitting on, you know what I'm saying, a couple of million, sitting off in a nursing home, or you know what I'm saying, they in their 50s, 60s. 70s, and then all of a sudden they meet this guy online, and I seen one chick, she got I'm trying to think that story, man. Let me see. The guy, the guy that played Keanu Reeves, the nigga that play the Matrix, the John Wick. Let me see. Lady scammed. She was scammed, man, out of a lot of money. I seen that story recently. Let me see if I can find it. So this happens regularly amongst, you know what I'm saying, a lot of older people, because they're lonely, man. Shit, they want how do you spell his name? I know that ain't it here. Yeah, this guy, he whoever he was, he had, like, I guess he had got some IDs and shit. He's just kind of crazy. This is it right here. CBS News: Colorado woman appears to be the latest victim of Keanu Reeves scam. See, this ain't been that long ago. This was April 23rd. See, check her out. Look at her. And she was 65 years old. She's really thinking that she's talking to this actor. She says he's always very romantic, flirtatious, said the woman about the person she believes, Keanu Reeves, who has been messaging and speaking to her since 2022. So he's just getting money, here and there when he wants. We had great conversations. The woman said the woman who is married and has 2 children. So she married and got 2 children and doing this bullshit. See, so that the wickedness of a woman is just out of control, man. It says we talked about everything from what we had for breakfast to sex in the shower. Although there are numerous indicators she is communicating with an imposter, the woman is undeterred. See, and she deserves that. If you stepping out on your man on some shit like this, you deserve that shit. He also admitted he is Keanu Reeves, and now I know that. See, she's not deterred by that. According to the FBI, last year, 19,000 Americans were taken for $1.3 billion by romance scams. Rome, man. Rome. Hey, the word romance comes from Rome, and this is modern day Rome. That preyed on people looking for love online. Colorado residents reported 13,941 imposter scams to the Federal Trade Commission in 2023. So this is a real problem, man. But guess what? Old Jake didn't go for it. Because see, Jake no game when Jake... Hey, because Jake is a supplanter himself. What the scripture says about Jacob. Jacob, that name goes off into supplanter. Jake is the original supplanter, man. I don't know what happened to the video, but anyway. We don't have to go back into it. I'm going to end out here, because I don't want to keep it long. But you get the point. Hey, bros, you older brothers, you younger brothers, whatever. Because any brother, it don't make no difference the age, man. Some of these women be so out of control looking, like, like shit. You see some beauties, man. There's some they call them baddies, or they out here. And it's summertime too. Woo, to the woo-wee. You about to see it, man. And they at a whole nother level of the outfits, I'll put it that way. Them outfits, yeah, these motherfuckers that make you turn your head. Like, for real, you got to really be on point. You got to be on point, man. From young to old, they out here. I was in Walmart yesterday. I seen a little girl. Man, I know that little girl couldn't have been no more than about 9, 10 years old. Man, that little girl, man, that little motherfucker had a body like out of control body. I'm like, what the fuck? It bothered me. Like, what the fuck is going on? And she had on the little bitty shit, like she had on the little provocative clothes. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm looking at her little face like, this little girl can't be no more than about 9, 10. But when I tell you her body shape, she had a body shape like, so, Eve is just like that. So you have to be careful, man, out here, man. You got to be, circumspect. You got to watch yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a real serious thing. Because brothers get caught up. They deal with these women. They get taken out of the truth. And it's definitely sifting season. You want to garner that that ability to just not even look at these motherfuckers. You know, it bothers women when you don't look at them too. This nigga, he ain't even paying me no attention. He ain't even stare at me. He didn't even look my way. You got to be like that. You really do. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, practice that, man. That's a good trait to have. Like, man, look, shit, fuck that, man. I'm here to handle business. I'm here to do what I'm here to do. No, I'm not here to meet nobody. I don't want to know your ass, especially if you dress the way that you dress. Because Jake be getting caught up, man, so you got to be careful out here, man. Like, for real, for real. It is what it is. And these motherfuckers will run game on you quickly. But to think that, you know what I'm saying, this woman, she see this man every day coming to a coffee shop, and for her to be asking him for money like that, and she got a man, then when he comes at her like, well, all right, I got you, but you're going to have to do something for me. Now all of a sudden it's like, what do you mean, mister? I wouldn't have never thought that you would say nothing like that to me. He probably thought that you'd ask me for no money. Now there are women that would have said, hey, well, shit, what time you want me to come over? What you say? Shit, I'll come through there whenever you want me to, you know, to handle a couple of bills, you know. And it's some old Jake, man, that's out here, man. That's what they doing anyway. Because a lot of women, man, they really do play the prostitute role. That's what the apostles was talking about, man. See, you know, you got a lot of these people in these camps that get all up, you know, they panties in a bunch when they get to talking, you know, when the scriptures talks about, you know, how certain men met up with, you know, certain women, and there was nothing wrong with it. Because overall, if you dealing with a woman, man, shit, I mean, hell, you paying for that woman anyway. It might be, well, I ain't out of here on these streets. But still, you got to do something for her. You got to come out of pocket. Some got to, and your time is money. Anytime you spend money, you spending your time on that woman, so to speak, you know? Nobody is with nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, women they get a lot out of they get a lot more out of the relationship than a man, I would say, these days anyway. Because I know men, man, you know, they taking care of all the bills, but they still got to cook for themselves. They still got to wash their own clothes. They still got to, you know, do certain things that, you know, you think that, okay, and you got women that's literally at home that it's not like they at work. They got the time to do these things and they're not doing it. The man is, I know people like that. They taking the babies to school in the morning. They're picking the babies up from or you know, she getting out doing her thing. She hitting the, you know, going to get her nails done. She going to get her hair done. She going to do what she do. But the man, he's handling everything for this chick, man. And you got simps out here that would do that type of shit. So this guy, when he said what he said, hey, he hit her over the head the right way. Then she wanted to go off into, well, what do you mean? You know what I mean. I'm gonna need you know, I'm gonna need you to come on through. Give me that sloppy toppy. I'm gonna need, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, I don't move too well. I'm just gonna sit here so you ride on me. Whatever the case may be. And so it is what it is, man. But stumbling at the beauty of a woman can get you into a lot of trouble. And that guy, he's just like, man, shit, look. Who you think you about to run game on? You're not about to run no game on me. You got a man and you expecting me, a random person that you don't know nothing about me. If I'm just coming here to get coffee every day, that's all you know about me. Other than what he may have told her. He probably done had she probably done push game on him. Done scoped him out, scoped him, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, yeah, you know. You married, Mr. Jones? You got children? He probably done told her, nah, my wife, she passed away. Or, nah, I've been divorced for 40 years. The kids are all grown. I used to work as a, you know, a scientist professor at the university. Some stupid shit. And she probably peeped game. Like, oh, yeah, I can hustle him. She probably didn't even have no car note issues. But, hey, that's the world that we're living in. So you have to be circumspect, brothers. Watch yourselves when it comes to, and women as well. Because, like I said, you see this shit right here? Them scams is going hard. She's 65. Look at her. She flipping her hair and shit, you know, ugh mug. She's not attractive. And women start, you know, and, you know, this dude, look how this guy looking at her. He looking at her like she crazy and a motherfucker. Because she's actually not deterred from the fact that, no, you're not really talking to him. Because even the woman that Keanu Reeves is with, you know, kind of like that, you know, he kind of like, you think that this guy can have any woman that he wants in the world, so to speak. But he kind of like with a plain Jane. Which is cool. Yeah, and brothers, hey, don't look past the plain Janes, man. The plain Janes are beautiful women, man. They're the ones you want. You want them ones that's humble and contrite in spirit. Them the ones you want. You don't want them proud ass chicks with them long ass claws on and fucking batting them big ass cumbrellas and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You have to, really peep, man. You gotta, peep the spirit of them. She may not be as attractive as the average woman to you. Cause yeah, you got men. Yeah, I mean, you want a baddie. Everybody, hey, dude. But that's what America pushes. I gotta have a baddie. She's gotta look a certain way. She's gotta, Nah, man, there's some real, shit. Plain Janes are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they just not out here, with the little bitty shit on. You know what I'm saying? The little bitty clothes on. You know what I'm saying? They got some respect about themselves. They out here. But anyway, I just wanted to touch on this for a hot sec. I pray that the lesson was edifying for someone. So with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Yashala.